Good morning. This is Jack from Charting the Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Wednesday, the 4th of December. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing, learn from it, transfer it to your own charts, and I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. Yesterday, I was talking about, on the daily chart, we tested the daily middle band on Bitcoin. It's the second time in this retracement since the sell signal's fixed, and we have held it again so far, and we may well continue to hold it. Could this be a bullish triangle forming on Bitcoin? Yeah, it could. Very much so. And if we see what I was talking about in my post yesterday was this going up to 98,000 area, pulling back a couple of thousand, and then maybe heading back up and retesting the high at 99.8, and very possibly at that stage getting up and breaking that very important 100,000 barrier. So we'll see. Right, Solana. Solana, have we broken up since yesterday? I was saying that if we broke up over this declining resistance trend line, which we have, then that may well be a flag breaking up. There is another option though, that is that we are forming a larger flag, and probably the key thing to be watching here is the daily middle band. We've basically come back up, we reached the daily lower band, and we've come back up and we're testing the daily middle band as resistance. Solana, if we're going to go back up and retest the high at 264.52, then we need to break up over the daily middle band again. So at the moment, that's holding as resistance. If that fails and we break up, then we're probably going directly up into a retest of 264.52. If we can't get back over it, then we may be forming a larger flag. Now, I drew in a trend line here. Is there an obvious channel here? No. The obvious support trend lines would remain the same. But the question is, we've got a possibility here that we've seen a bullish underthrow. We've broken up from the flag. It's possible we're going to head straight back up to the high, and it's mainly going to be the daily middle band I'm looking for there. Is that going to break up? We will see. Now, one thing I mentioned yesterday was that we had two head and shoulders that had formed, and the Bitcoin one here had broken down, and I said that either we'll head down to that target, or the head and shoulders will fail, and we'll head back up to a retest this high at 98.7. If we see 98.7, chances are we're going to also see a retest of 99.8. The other head and shoulders was on Ethereum. Now, that Ethereum one broke down, and that has failed. And it's almost got back up to the high already. I'm expecting that high to be retested. These aren't, the cryptos aren't quite in sync at the moment. They're all doing slightly different things, but this is not adding any support to the downside here yet. But if we head back up into this trend line and find resistance there in about 3,800 area, then this could still deliver a retracement. And we do have a lot of daily negative diversions. We've got a possible RSI 14 sell signal brewing here. We've got a RSI 5 sell signal fixed, although if we see a strong enough move up, this could fail. But on the bigger picture, of course, we've broken this declining resistance trend line. Is this a flag? It's a bit tight, but it was still within the 61.8. I think this could be a bull flag, in which case this is the flag starting to break up. And it's unlikely to become a bigger flag, because if it becomes any bigger, it's not a flag anymore. So I'm leaning towards seeing more upside soon, and I think that upside may be starting already. So we'll see how this goes on Solana today. If we can get back over the 241, I think we've got the daily middle band at 238. Get back over 238 and convert it to support. You get back into the 240s and stay there. And chances are we're heading directly back up to a retest of the high at 264.52. We shall see how it goes. All right, any questions today, guys? Yeah, my pleasure as always, mate. So yeah, interesting stage here. I was saying yesterday that we could go directly up from here, and we reached this was the support zone. We only just dipped a toe into it, but often that is enough. This is the key here. Get over the daily middle band on Solana and convert it, and we are going. All right, cheers, guys. My pleasure as always. I'll see you tomorrow.